Here's what you said on number 1. So we seem to think that the answer is C. How did you... How'd you get that, Kachette?
First I'd be 34 minus 22 to get the difference.
Good.
Then 27 plus 7. And then be 30 minus 1.
Okay, any questions about that? Notice I put the equation up on the board because I want you to remember that the equation will be on your reference page. So you don't have to memorize the equation, you just check, oh yeah, I need to look at the reference page real quick. Okay, yep, that's the equation. Let me substitute it. Okay, how do we do on this EOC review thing?
I have discrepancy.
I got 8.
I put in cubic.
I have a discrepancy. I like that. I like that wording. So you got a couple. You're not sure which option's best. I need y'all to tell me what the data is.
You got 10.
Starts with that? Okay.
Oh, cubic and quadratic. You put both of them in and close each side.
Why not linear? Looks like a straight line.
Not the most accurate.
You don't go through all the foot.
Okay. I see. So then the key is, now once you try linear, or once you try, it's not a straight line, then you try quadratic first. Okay? You have to go in order. So the next one is quadratic. Now notice the equation. 0.02x squared and then nothing else. And so you might think, okay, let me just check cubic real quick. Because that one looks pretty good. But look at the cubic equation. Does it have an x cubed term? No, it doesn't. It's 0x cubed. Everything else is the same. This is the exact same equation. So I can understand better if you're confused between linear and quadratic than if you're confused between quadratic and cubic. It can't be cubic because it's the exact same equation as quadratic. And we always want to pick the simplest one. So we wouldn't say cubic, we would say quadratic. And yeah, this one definitely before we would say linear because the linear wasn't really touching all the points. This one goes through all of them. Keyword in the question being which of these data is best modeled. These data are best modeled by which type of function? So quadratic H. Good. That brought up a lot of the things that you were saying is exactly what I wanted to bring up. So I'm glad we did that. That's perfect. Any other questions on one or on the EOC? All right, cool. Today what we're going to do is we're going to take this idea, we're going to start to unpack it some more. I'm going to introduce you to another equation also. So take your warm-up, set it aside, and look at today's notes in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, Let's get right into it here. It says consider the sequence. Consider the sequence. And today these are arithmetic, new word, arithmetic series. Series means we're going to add them up. So sequence yesterday was just a list of numbers. Today we're going to do a series, and a series means that you add the numbers up. So that's what it says. It says what would all of the numbers in the sequence add up to? So let's just think about this. Let's just kind of try to figure it out first before I give you a set, like, formulaic way of doing it. How could you do this? If you saw this question and you had no idea what to do, how would you? Keep on adding 6. So the difference is 6. So give me some of the other terms. 28. Give me all of the other terms, actually. Okay. Wow. What if it was like 138 terms? Oh. Or what if it was 5,000 terms? Whew. All right. Okay, so then what would you do?
You add up all of them.
All right, add them all up.
Like including the 14, 16, 17.
Right, all the terms, yeah. Add them up.
How you saying add?
4 plus 10 plus 6 is 12.
I was really trying to do it in my head.
So the sum of the first n terms equals what? It's going to be up in the hundreds, isn't it? So someone got 884. Anybody else?
I got
84. Anybody get anything else? Okay. Y'all are some accurate adders. Usually someone makes a small little mistake typing stuff in. I got 882. And then I say, not only is this method slow, but it also creates a lot of room for mistakes, for errors, for sure. Okay. So yes, of course, there's a better way to do this. There's a much better way. Okay. And a new formula. And here's what it looks like. The sum of the first n terms equals the sum of the first n terms. So it might be the first 8, the first 50, the first 523 terms. Is equal to the number of terms times the first term and what? The last term. So think about it, you're doing the lowest and the highest. Kind of makes sense. They're going to average out. And then you need to take all of that and kind of to average them, you divide by 2. So how many terms are there? Times the first and the last term, and then divide by 2. So let's try that over here with this. Let's see if we have all the information we need. So what do we need first? What's this? Okay, do we know how many terms there are?
17.
Yeah, we can figure it out. 17, count them up. Good. And then what? Control divide, type it in. You probably can't do 17 times 104 in your head. I wish I could, though. 17 times 4, 68. 1,768 divided by 2. Something like that. 884. So not only is it a good bit faster, it's also a lot less room for mistake. Okay, but you do need several pieces of information to use this, right? You need several key pieces of information. You need to know the number of terms.
Yeah, how you gonna figure out this? You gotta do that.
So we'll see. Think about it. We know how to find the last term, don't we?
I'm saying like the term in the middle. Right?
Do we need the terms in the middle?
Term 17.
Think about what we need. We need the number of terms, the first term, and the last term. So look at the next problem. Look at number 2. So the first problem I'm going to give you all that information. Okay? I'm going to give it all to you. Do number 2, see if you can plug them in and get the answer. I'll give you about 30 seconds. Cool. Okay, what did you plug in, Latrell? For what? 429? Agreed? Cool. Okay, so those are pretty easy, right? I don't know. I'm trying to think of a good analogy of what that's like. It's like making noodles or something. You just put the right amount of water in, put it in the microwave for the right amount of time, and you're good. What? Y'all never made noodles in the microwave?
I mean, it's in the microwave.
Oh, you're.
It's
disgusting.
It's building on the
If you've never done that, you're missing out.
You missing out. My brother doing the microwave. I can't go in my microwave.
I don't know who's gonna That he's on.
That be signing. This don't have no wing to take them out. You know how to cook?
I don't know how y'all can say anything though, because listen, when I was growing up, we had to actually like read and figure stuff out. Y'all can just get on YouTube how to make noodles. Somebody's gonna show you how to do it.
You since you were 3. Right. You said since you was born. You don't even matter. You already know how to make them.
All right, look at number 8. Now, number 8's a little bit different, right? It's missing a key piece of information.
It's missing the last term.
Right, it's missing the last term. But, lucky for you, we know how to find the last term.
We got the
Okay, so let's find the last term. We'll do this one together, and then I'll let you do one on your own. So the last term equals, let's go ahead and plug in. Can you plug in Victoria? Right, this is what we did yesterday. The first term.
What's going on?
We're using yesterday's formula, which is also up on the board. What's your question?
-4.
Right, instead of saying plus -4, just put -4.
Times 15.
Slow down, Jeremy. Slow down. All right, we cool? First term, and then the common difference, which is -4 here. Common difference is -4. Times, I'm going to put 15 minus 1 for now. Right, we're plugging in 15.
-7.
You got -70?
So that's the last term?
That's the last term, right? Okay, so now
Now we gotta do it.
now you have the information you need, yep, to do today's formula.
That's the last time.
That's the last term, right? So yesterday we learned that formula. Now we can use that information to plug into today's formula. So the sum of the first, how many terms? 15 terms. I should have put 15 right here. Let me fix that. How's this go? It's all over 2. I always just put divided by 2 first. And then I'm like, oh yeah, it's the number of terms. I'm just plugging into the equation, just so no one gets confused. You could, it's good if you see just -7. I got -630. Yeah, this is what they usually do is they try to ask it they'll ask it in a word problem. They'll ask it really, really kind of vaguely.
They gonna be great for that. I ain't even know that coming.
No, you'll be good because it won't be negative. It'll be like number 10. It'll say, the price of a hot dog is $8. You have 25 people in your group. What is the cost of, I don't know, something. But the cost of a hot dog is $8, but it increases by 50 cents with every hot dog you buy. Actually, the better problem would be it decreases, right? Because if you buy in bulk, the price is lower.
That problem be just put it like that.
Word problems are coming for sure. First, you gotta learn the formulas. All right, good on that. I see y'all are already moving ahead. But follow me real quick onto the back. So take your paper and flip it over. Hard work. Now, on the back, I'm going to ask it to you in one other way. I don't know. Let's do 19. Let's do 19. Okay. So once again, you just got to think about what do you have and what do you need. So here you have the first term, right? What else do you have? You have the common difference. What's the common difference?
-5.
Good. Important that you see that it's negative. You got 12 terms. Okay. So the one thing it looks like we don't have is we don't have what that 12th term is. Okay, so guess what you do? You do the exact same thing you just did. So the 12th term is -13 minus 5 times 12 minus 1. Well, from -13 to -18, I subtracted 5. You got negative what? Check your work there. So this is -5 times 11, so -55, yeah, -68, yep. Once you know the 12th term, you can do the sum of the first 12. Yep, JJ. Just stretching.
Okay, you check which end. When you put the calculator, it's 8. So you I think you said -8.
12 times -81. I can't do that in my head.
-13 minus 5. So 65.
Careful there. Careful there. $2,000 mistake.
486.
All right, cool. Straightforward. Couple formulas. I think tomorrow we'll get into the word problems. I don't remember 100%. But... All right, let's practice. Who are you gonna go bug to sharpen your pencil? No, she don't want to be bugged by your ugly face.